Canada introduces more updates, changes, and stricter rules for the spousal open work permit, and this video will tell you all the details about it. Hi everyone, my name is Shivani and I'm a licensed immigration consultant from Waterloo, Ontario, and I'm also the founder of Zest Immigration Services Incorporation. This channel is all about Canada immigration, related updates, new programs, their eligibility criteria, and so on. So if you're interested in these topics, then make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already, and also hit the bell icon so that you get notified every single time I post a new video. The Canadian government is set to implement significant restrictions on family members of international students and foreign workers seeking open work permits. Initially announced in September 2024, these changes are part of a broader immigration reform strategy aimed at addressing concerns around population growth, housing supply, and affordability. The new regulations will take effect on January 21st, 2025 and represent a notable policy shift in how Canada manages temporary residents. Now let's look at the eligibility criteria for the family open work permits, that means the spousal and the common law work permits. For spouses of international students, under the updated rules, open work permits will only be available to the spouses or common law partners of students enrolled in specific types of academic programs. These include master's programs lasting at least 16 months, doctoral programs, that means PhD programs, and select professional and eligible programs. Previously, spouses of students enrolled in any master's program could apply for an open work permit regardless of the program's duration. The revised criteria now impose stricter requirements with only master's programs lasting 16 months or longer. For spouses of foreign workers, open work permits for foreign workers will also be subject to new limitations. The eligibility will be restricted to the spouses or common law partners of those employed in Tier 0, Tier 1, and specific Tier 2 and occupations in the key sectors such as natural and applied sciences, construction, healthcare, natural resources, education, sports, and military. IRCC has announced that a detailed list of eligible Tier 2 and Tier 3 occupations will be published on January 21st, 2025. Additionally, for a spouse to qualify under the new criteria, the principal foreign worker must have at least 16 months of validity remaining on their work permit at the time the spouse's application is submitted. End of eligibility for dependent children. One of the most significant changes is the exclusion of the dependent children from future eligibility for family open work permits. This marks a considerable policy shift, narrowing eligibility to spouses and common law partners only. The decision has drawn mixed reactions, with many expressing concern over its potential impact on family unity and the well-being of foreign workers' families. Now let's look at the transition provisions. For those currently holding family open work permits, that means the spousal or the common law open work permits, there will be no immediate impact. Their permits will remain valid until they expire. However, renewals will be subject to the new and more stringent criteria. Matching criteria for renewal. So family members can renew their open work permits only if they meet the updated eligibility requirements. Additionally, the duration of the renewal must match the validity period of the principal applicant's study or work permit. Just a quick mention, if you wish to immigrate to Canada or are looking for more information on Canada immigration programs, be it a study permit, work permit, business immigration, economic immigration, pilot programs, PNPs, express entry, anything, then do subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. And also, if you wish to discuss your immigration options for yourself and for your family, then please go to the description box of this video. We offer a variety of consultations. Feel free to book a consultation with me. We offer in-person and virtual consultations. You can book virtual consultations from anywhere on this planet and book in person if you live in Canada, and come to see us at our office to discuss your immigration options. Okay, back to the video. Now let's look at the exceptions to the new rules. So despite the broad scope of these changes, certain groups remain exempt from the new restrictions. Number one here is spouses of workers under the free trade agreements. So these individuals can continue to apply for open work permits without being subject to the new rules. And number two here is spouses and common law partners transitioning to permanent residency. Those already in the process of applying for PR and holding temporary status in Canada will see no changes to their eligibility for family open work permits. Now let's look at the alternative pathways for those who are no longer eligible. So for family members who no longer qualify under the revised policy, IRCC has clarified that alternative work permit options may still be available. These options include other types of employer-specific or sector-based work permits, provided the applicants meet the necessary criteria for those permits. Now let's take a look at the educational programs eligible for family open work permits. So beyond master's and doctoral programs, certain professional degrees will continue to qualify for family open work permits. And the list is on your screen right now. The announcement of these changes has sparked a wide range of reactions across different sectors. Many international students have expressed concerns about how the new restrictions might affect their decision to study in Canada. For some, the inability to bring their working spouses or dependent children may create financial strain or emotional hardship, potentially deterring them from choosing Canada as a study destination. Employers, especially those in sectors heavily reliant on international talent, have voiced mixed reactions. While many support efforts to target skilled workers and reduce underemployment, there is a concern about how the changes might affect employee morale and retention, particularly for foreign workers with families. Immigration advocates have criticized the policy, arguing that it undermines the principle of family unity, which has long been a cornerstone of Canada's immigration framework. Many have called for a more balanced approach that considers both economic goals and the well-being of families. And the government officials have defended the policy as a necessary measure to manage temporary resident numbers and protect housing affordability. Critics, however, warn that the changes could harm Canada's reputation as a welcoming destination for skilled immigrants and international students, potentially leading to long-term economic and social consequences. Economists and analysts have divided on the potential economic impact of the new policy. Let's take a look at the positive outlook first. Proponents argue that by focusing on high-demand sectors and reducing underemployment, the changes could enhance labor market efficiency and economic productivity. However, there are some negative concerns as well. So critics fear that limiting family open work permits could reduce household income, lower consumer spending, and increase financial and emotional stress on foreign workers, potentially leading to higher social costs. As these changes take effect, stakeholders will closely monitor their impact on Canada's immigration landscape. The government has pledged to provide regular updates and make adjustments as needed based on real-world outcomes and feedback from affected communities. This policy shift represents one of the most significant updates to Canada's immigration strategy in the recent years. It aims to strike a balance between economic needs and sustainable immigration practices. Whether it will ultimately achieve these goals or lead to unintended consequences remains to be seen. The upcoming changes to family open work permits eligibility for international students and foreign workers are poised to reshape who can temporarily call Canada home. As these new regulations roll out, their effects on families, the economy, and Canada's appeal as an immigration destination will be closely scrutinized. For affected families, exploring alternative pathways and staying informed about policy updates will be crucial. Whether these reforms will bolster Canada's economic position or challenge its social fabric is a question that will unfold in the years to come. In the meantime, this new era of immigration policy underscores the government's commitment to balancing growth with sustainability, even as it navigates the complex realities of global mobility and domestic pressures. So this is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon if you haven't done it already. And also visit the description box of this video to learn more about this topic and to learn more about us and our services. All the very best, guys. See you guys next time in the next video.